The church has been pretty clear that we have to hold together both of our traditions, the pro-life or anti-abortion movement, or the broader pro-life, I sometimes call it respect life movement, which is respecting life from natural birth to natural death, et cetera, or conception to natural death. That we have to hold that together with our justice, social justice principle, because they're both ultimately rooted, go back to the first principle in the Compendium of Catholic Social Teaching, the sanctity and dignity of human life. And that if we let it go in any area, whether it be in the area of racial discrimination or economic injustice or abortion, we lose our firm ground. That's why Cardinal Bernardin's famous essay on the consistent ethic of life, or the seamless garment at some time, is so important, that we have to hold together our traditions, etc. And I think Pope John Paul II was trying to do that in his Gospel of Life, his Evangelium Vitae, was trying to hold all those issues together around human life and human dignity, and we have to be able to hold it all together. In this country, neither political party matches up with Catholic social teaching and Catholic teaching. And so you're always in a quandary that about this issue or that issue, neither party lines up with Catholic teaching. Neither party is the Catholic party, and we don't have, as many European heads, kind of a Catholic progressive voice that was actually embodied in like the Christian Democrats in certain countries at certain times. We don't have that here. The ultimate standard, as the bishops write in themselves, the U.S. bishops write, is the common good. It goes back to that Greek principle of the responsibility that every citizen had for the common good of society. And so ultimately, you've got to decide, looking at any candidate, is this person going to be the most helpful for the common good of society? We're not a single issue church. Sometimes it seems that way to some people, but it's not the tradition. If you look at the letters put out by the U.S. bishops every 4 years for the last 30 or 40 years, they lay out a whole array of issues that Catholics are concerned about, and no candidate matches up perfectly on those lists, et cetera. So you've got to consider the common good. I add to it, because this is what people are really doing, there's a personal judgment deep in our guts about the human being standing in front of us, who may or may not say that they're for this or that. And part of what we do as a voter, as a discerning, I think, Catholic or Christian in the political environment, is we have to discern whether, one, this person means what they say, and two, will they do anything about it, and three, will it make any difference? And so that's part of the calculus, kind of, I would consider the moral calculus of when we look at political issues, is we're also looking at people, you know, and are they going to do something? Are they just saying something because they want their constituency to hear it? And then are they going to do anything about it? And then if they do something, are they going to make it have any effect about it? Somebody can say, I'm against this or for this, and you know they can't do anything about it. So that has to factor into my moral calculus. Now, even saying that, I also understand that there's a prophetic role of a candidate. Go back in early civil rights days or whatever, to speak out about issues even if the Congress is not ready to move in that direction yet. And that's always been a piece of the Judeo-Christian tradition, the role of the prophet to speak out over against government. And so there's a role for a prophetic political figure as well. But we have to do a kind of personal moral calculus when we're looking at candidates, I think.